One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory, 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 oh.
Alright, y'all got y'all. Hey, do that homework, man. You gotta get them grades. That's what's keeping us here. Hello, my name is Zavius Edgeston.
Go walk through for me, hey. I be feeling like the man when I walk through. I ain't stunning what you're saying when I walk through.
Many of you might see my familiar face, or you guys might have seen me in the making of Raisin in the Sun by the play that we did in Choices. It was George Murchiston. You probably don't remember the bit. Let me see if you remember. Benita, what did you do to your hair? I mean your hair. Ms. Baker, I still got it. But anyway, I'm here to talk to you about my experience here at HBCU, which is Virginia Union University here in Richmond, Virginia. I first took my first college tour of HBCU, African American schools, in 2011. I was a junior in high school. We visited Georgia area. We looked at schools in Atlanta, Savannah, a host of Macon, a host of different schools. Great opportunity. For me, seeing so many African Americans seeking higher education was mind-boggling to me, because I grew up in a low-poverty area where I didn't see too many African Americans trying to make a difference in life. So that first school we arrived to, I was just flabbergasted. I was like, wow, like all I see is black people. And then that's what one of the chaperones said, that's what HBCU is, historically black university colleges. I never knew that. Growing up in the school district, you wouldn't know things about that. The things you learn about is maybe Northern Illinois, UIC, Highland, or even Rock Valley. I think personally that Choices is great opportunity for students of my color to learn about their historic past. And HBCUs, you would do that. What really struck me is seeing the black men.
Ain't nobody don't ask me. I'm just so fresh and so clean. Don't you think I'm so sexy? I'm just so fresh and so clean.
I grew up without a father. My father passed away in 2005. Seeing the black man at college, seeking higher education, was like the future to me. I just thought I would never see it before. Visiting all these schools, it got me thinking, like, Zavius, you gotta get on your stuff. Like, these colleges want a high GPA, they want them good SAT scores. You gotta get on your stuff. If you want to be like this guy who want to go from not having this to having this, you gotta get on top of yourself, and that's what I did. That following year, I contacted Miss Baker. I said, Miss Baker, it's my senior year, Miss Baker. I'm trying to get to it. I told her that. She's like, well, Zavius, you know we already doing the Choices trip this year. I'm like, put me down. Put my name on the list. I said, where we going, Miss Baker, before I'm making decisions? We going to, this time we will go to the DMV area. I said, Miss Baker, what's the DMV? She said, well, it's a host of Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. I'm like, okay, I've never been there, but I'll go with it. I'll go with it. And I'm glad I did, actually. I remember that spring break, loaded up the bus. It was a long drive, very long drive. The first state we hit, I want to say it was Washington, D.C. I want to say. Okay, yeah, because we went to Washington, D.C., Maryland, then Virginia. Yeah, it was Washington, D.C. We were looking at Howard. Howard is a very big school. Very big school. Like, couldn't adjust, but I definitely loved it. Big school, long walks through the streets and everything, all that. It's great. Next state we went to was Maryland. We looked at Morgan State, great school. We looked at Georgetown, great school. Looked at Bowie State, awesome school. When I seen Bowie State, I knew that I was interested in because it was a smaller university. And I think that's what I needed. Being first generation college student, not knowing anything about colleges, I think I needed something that kind of made me familiar with high school size-wise. Size-wise. It was great. Come on in. Come on in. This is This is actually Camp Felice. He actually has been a great help for me too as well. I'm making a video for my professor back at high school, about my experience at HBCUs. And like I'm saying in the video, it's a very great opportunity. I mean, this is a guy right here. He been everywhere. He can tell you great things. It's great things, right?
This man is a very, very prominent, successful former RA. He's going to be a great man when he leaves here. I believe everything he's doing is positive. We need more young gentlemen like him. And I agree with him 100%. Everything he's doing is great. So I like men like this. We need more like him. God bless him. And good night.
I appreciate that, officer. Appreciate that. That was the one.
All right.
Yeah. But like I was saying though, it's really great, and things like that. Like you don't, growing up on the streets where I grew up, you wouldn't just come up to a guy and just shake his hand. You would think, hey, whoa, wait a minute, chill out. But in college, you learn to differ from those things, and you do. Like I was saying though, Bowie State was a great school. Then we came to Virginia. We looked at Hampton, small school as well. And we looked at a school on the way up here. Norfolk. There you go, Norfolk. We looked at there. I like that school too as well. That was actually one of the schools I applied other than this school too. Then we came to Richmond. I remember pulling up on the bus, coming through the security booth. I'm like, I like this school. I really do. I like it. Just pulling up on the bus, I felt that vibe. I felt it, just pulling on the bus. So we got off the bus. We had our tour. Great school. We sat down with the admissions department, office enrollment management. We were in a big conference area. There was a guy, he was actually a student, he was a sophomore at the time. He spoke to us. He was a biology major. His name was Derek Jones, actually. I remember I actually know him personally. He was telling us about how he came into Union with a 4.0 and got a presidential scholarship, meaning he didn't have to pay a dime for his college education. Meaning that the financial aid that he was going to get, that he was getting from his parents, because of his parents' financial situation, he got all that in his pocket. All that. He said his refund checks ranged from $5,000 to $10,000 sometimes. Those are not loans. That's free money. Free money. And when I heard that, that matriculated in my head. I'm like, free money. I know y'all love money. I love money. Well, now I do, at least, since I got it. But anyway, yes. At this school, I'm going to have been taught new things. I actually enhanced my etiquette. I know the difference between the forks and the spoons and the knives, the tea, the water. My leadership skills. As Officer Comer said, that I was the RA for 4 years. Through that job is a responsibility where you have to enhance your leadership skills, your communication skills, as long as you're able to cope things, your stress level, to balance those things out. I did. As you can see, I also, my style. I remember in high school, I was wearing the sweatpants, the baggy jeans, the big shirts. Now I'm coming to every class since freshman year with a button-up, sometimes a tie, sometimes a suit, and I gotta have the matching socks. And college did that for me. This university did this to me. And HBCU did that for me. I don't think I would have got that same thing at NIU, SIU, SIUC, Iowa State. I don't think I would have got that. Not saying that there aren't great schools. I'm just saying the relationship that I gained with my peers here, I wouldn't have got what I've got at those schools. I'm positive. Because you know why? Because they seen stuff in us before we seen it in ourselves. And I got that coming on campus the very, very first time. I did. In high school, I graduated with a 2.4 GPA. I'm not afraid to say it. Most people won't tell you that. And I'm going to tell you I'm not afraid to say it. Because now you're looking at a scholarly student right now. A scholar, an honorable mention scholar. I am now at a 3.5 GPA. That's a big transformation. I'm not talking about going from a Mercedes to a Bentley. That's from a 1996 Coupe de Ville to a Bentley. And that's what I did. My freshman year, I came in here, first semester, 3.6 GPA. Here at this university, we have academic scholarships that's handed out to individuals who meet the requirements. And I did. I had a total of 6 classes. 4 A's, 2 B's, my first semester. Oh, not only did I tell you, I was working a full-time job because I knew that I couldn't afford to pay the school for myself. But after that academic school year, I got that letter in the mail from the admissions office saying that they're going to give me $4,000 a semester. $4,000 a semester. All I did was say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. And I also said, thank God for choices. Throughout everything, when I give speeches at the breakfasts, when we're in front of the mayor and the governor, I say choices. Choices, choices, choices. Because without choices, I would not be here today. Without the opportunity that choices has granted me and the other students who go on these trips, choices, choices, choices. It's all about choices. Great opportunity. I call Miss Baker almost every year. Miss Baker, y'all going on that trip this year, right? And when she says, Zavius, we can't go this year, it's not enough funding. It hurts me from the inside because I know that an individual like I was, those 2 times when I rode on that bus going down them highways, is not going to receive the same opportunity I did because they're not going to know anything about this. So now when I call her and say, yes, Zavius, we're going to Georgia. I just say, that's good, that's great. And I also tell Miss Baker, make sure you get my cousins on that bus too. Because I came thus far, so the only thing I can ever think about is giving back. I give back so much. Community service, 75 hours or more per semester. On the computer, keep in contact with graduating seniors at school. Hey, you fill out the applications, apply to HBCU. Apply to HBCUs. Apply. You have great opportunities there. And I have the one opportunity of actually having someone close to me this year. My sister.
This is family business, and this is for the family that can't.
Yep. I made sure she applied to HBCU. I didn't tell her which one. I said apply to any one you want to. Make sure you apply to at least 2 of them. Excuse me. She applied to this one, and then Alabama State because my cousin was one. She got the letters back in the mail. Alabama State said, yeah, our tuition is $35,000 a year. With you being out of state, tuition is going to go up to $45,000. Virginia University, our tuition is $27,000. You won't have to pay the out-of-state tuition because we are a private university, and we're going to give you $4,000 towards your tuition. And I said, see? And now you wouldn't have did that for you. And I wouldn't did that for you. My school, Virginia Union University. So I'm making this video today to not let anyone know, but everyone know. Even the mindset of wanting to higher your education, apply to a HBCU. HBCU colleges are great. They got the Greeks from the Royal Court to the SGA. Great opportunities. I want to thank you again, Ms. Baker, Public School District, for allowing choices to go on thus far. And I want to see it continue to go on so we can produce more men like me. Because I tell you what, when I came my freshman year 2012, I rolled up in that rental minivan. I was a boy walking through that admission office. But I guarantee you 2016 of May, when I shake the president's hand and receive my diploma, I'll be a well-formed man. And my university did that to me. That was a transformation that I didn't see coming, nor did my peers see coming, but it came. Oh, what's up, G? What's up, dude? What's going on with you, man?
Yo, thanks for letting me use some notes today.
Oh, no problem, dude. Hey, you feeling better, man?
Yeah, I feel way better.
Hey, man, you feel sick, man? You need somebody, look out for you with the nose, man. Don't worry about it, man. You know my homeboy, all right?
Okay.
Hey, we still on for this weekend, man?
Yeah, we still on this weekend.
Hey, all right, man. I hit you up. All right. Me and Mr. Later, bro. I'll see you.